What's up people, we are back with another Can I Shoot 1000 rated round with a disc golf brand, and today we're playing with MVP. Let's see how it plays out. And if you want to know all the discs, they're right here, otherwise I'll tell you as I throw them. But here on hole 1 it's a 85 meter par 3, slightly turning right and OB entire left side. We're doing 2 off the first, and first up we're going with the uplink, which is a really understable mid-range, so I'm just gonna throw it kind of flat out towards the left side, let it turn the entire way and just go towards the basket. That was way too low though. And it was a lot flippier than I thought. Luckily we're doing 2 off the first, and second shot we're going with the reactor, which is another mid-range, but it's more of a point and shoot kind of mid-range. So I'm gonna throw it higher on more Annie and just let it hold the line the entire way to the basket. Just like that. Kind of fade it out a bit. Okay, that's actually a tester. That's in C2. So not the best start, but we are using the Nomads for putting. And I've actually putted with these before, and when I did, I couldn't miss. Hopefully we can make that putt. All right, starting off with a tester here, but let's make it count. Let's get the Nomad in the basket. I haven't warmed up my putting though, so we have to wheel it in. Get down. Let's go. A bit wide, but it hyzes it in, which is nice about these putters, because they are actually a little bit more overstable than what I'm used to putting with the Lunas, so we're gonna have to account for that today. But the Nomads are such a nice putting putter. Do you know why Ior is so good at putting? It's because Ior shops at pug.se and he gets my merch. Link right here, get my merch right now. And how does he get his discs to do what he wants? He shops at bouncebackdiscgolf.com. That's why his bag is looking so great with all of these patches, and he has the towels as well. Best disc golf towels in the game. Use the code KKDG for 15% off at checkout. Link right here. Bye-bye. Hole 2, 83 meters, downhill, slightly turning left the entire way, and OB entire right side on the road. So here I'm actually going with the spin. I'm not the biggest fan of this disc because of the rounded inner edge. Feels pretty weird. This is a picture of how it looks on the inside. So I can't really power grip it like I do with everything else, but I'm just gonna have to try. Should be pretty flippy though, so steep hyzer, flip it up and just glide left. That's perfect. That's super parked. Flipped up to the perfect angle, just held it. Might have actually hit the pole, so nice shot. Wasn't actually as close as I thought, so slight tester here, but should be a birdie. A lot shorter than the last one at least. 2 for 2, let's go. According to me, hole 3 is a pretty tricky par 3. 95 meters uphill, slightly turning right and then kind of panning out at the end. So pretty specific line here. And I think I'm going with the wave. Just hit it hard through the gap, let it turn, and it might come back at the end. Hopefully this flips as much as I remember. Flip, 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 flip. No, not as flippy as I thought. That is horrible. This is where I landed, and the basket is right over this hill right here. And I don't really know what disc to use for my approaches today, because I have 3 perfect forehand approach discs, which is the Entropy, the Pyro and the Deflector. From my past experiences, the Entropy is not that torque resistant. The Pyro, I know how it flies, I usually bag it. And the Deflector is like really overstable, probably more overstable than a Mutant from Discmania. But I wanted to kind of go straight here, so let's go with the Entropy, because it's not that torque resistant, might hold straight for a little bit longer. Or I could go for this gap and kind of flip it over. Let's do that with the glitch instead. Forehand with the glitch, no big deal. Did I almost hit the basket? Almost hit the pole. That was clean, good upshot. And I know I'm playing the same course as the last manufacturer 1000+ rated round, but I thought it would be a good comparison, so that's why we're back here, because we can kind of compare what I did with the Prodigy discs and what I'm doing here with the MVP discs, if my plan changes because of what discs I have with me and stuff like that. So that's why. Hole 4, 61 meters, dead straight. There is actually an outside gap here on the left side as well, so if you want you can go for a overstable forehand, but I'm just gonna go for the ace front straight at it. And you know what disc is good for clutch throw-ins? The Conrad Envy. Let's go. Straight at it, maybe a little bit of turn, just go straight in the basket. Turn, please turn, go down. Oh my God, that was so close to the branch. Sit, okay. That's in the circle though, should be a birdie. That was way too high, nose up, not enough turn. Not a good run. Let's go for one more. And the Nomad is my putting putter, but this is actually a perfect straight flying putter as well. Basically a point and shoot kind of putter. Let's just go dead straight at the basket. Just like that. Point and shoot. Nomads. Birdie putt here from like 6 meters. Who put their disc in the basket? Come on. I can make it from 61 meters, but I can't make it from 6. That's disc golf. Hole 5, 92 meters, slight pushing hyzer the entire way. And I might have forgot to say that I have to use every single disc in my bag at least once in this video. And here I'm going with the Impulse, which is a really understable 9-speed. I'm just gonna throw it on a pretty steep hyzer, let it flip up and then just glide on a slight hyzer the entire way. Go in, go in. Oh, that was probably really freaking close. Perfect line. This must have hyzered just in front of the basket, like right here, because it's pin high. Let's concentrate on this one. The last one was so shit. It's in. That's a good birdie, a hole that you don't get every single time. Hole 6, 78 meters, slightly downhill. Actually kind of a straight shot, but the left side is a lot more open, so I usually go with a overstable forehand here. So I'm gonna do that with the resistor. Throw it out towards the left, let it hyzer down at the end. And I think you guys know how the resistor flies by now. Probably my favorite fairway driver at the moment. That was a bit low. Might be a bit short, but it should be a putt. It was actually really short, even outside C1. This is probably like 12, 13 meters. We already made one of these today. Let's keep the train rolling. Let's go. Dead center. We're playing disc golf, baby. The nomads are so nice. It just feels automatic. Hole 7, 114 meters, par 3, downhill. Basically a straight forehand with a fade at the end. But 140 meters, that's a bit far from me. We're still gonna give it a run. We're gonna try with the Catalyst, which is a slightly understable 13-speed distance driver. So I'm gonna try to throw it kind of flat, get it to turn a little bit and then come back at the end. Give me a look for the birdie. And oh yeah, OB entire left side, so don't flip it over too much. No, too flippy. Maybe a roller. That was horrible. I didn't think it was that flippy. That's really bad. Sorry about that. I'm really sorry you had to see that tee shot. Let's make up for it here with the deflector on a wide forehand. Just spike it down by the basket. I don't want to flirt with the trees here on the inside, so I'm just gonna go outside. Oh my god, that is way too far. That's not good. My depth perception is really bad. This is not a putt you want for a par, but I have nomads, so let's get nomad. Good par save. Horrible tee shot, horrible approach, good putt. Equals to par. Hole 8, a make or break your round type of hole. Island, 64 meters, downhill, OB really close to the basket, but there is a safer side on the right side. And here I'm going with the entropy. I'm gonna throw it out towards the right side and then let it come back. But the most important part is get the distance right, because if you don't, you're OB. But this is really overstable when you throw it on a backhand. Like I said, it's not that torque resistant, but with my backhand I get a really clean release, so it's not gonna wobble at all, and it's just gonna go straight and then dump left. Go in, please, go in, please. Oh my god, it's OB. That was so close to going in. I felt it straight out of my hand. That's a bit far. That's a bit too much power, so I was just hoping the basket to get in the way. But that is OB. So we're gonna have to make a C2 putt to save the par, because the drop zone is like 15, 16 meters from the basket. We know how this one flies, so let's try to get the ace. Too low, good line. Hit the pole. And the deflector is a bit more overstable, so let's throw it just a bit harder, but on the same line. Come on. Oh, it was the same line. Consistent, but we still haven't missed from C2, so let's clutch up right here and save the par. No, sit, please sit. That's OB again. That's a double. Like I said, a make or break your round type of hole. And unfortunately, we get the double bogey. That's so bad. That's 3-stroke difference because I'm OB by 1 meter twice. Hole 9 is a 64 meter uphill par 3. Plays probably more like 85 meters, but I usually just go with a straight fairway driver, throw it straight into the hill and just let it skip up. So that's what I'm gonna try to do with the volt. Nej, jag tappar den. Oh my god, it slipped out of my hand. Oh, that's so bad. What am I doing? This is a glitch approach. We really need to step up because of the 3-stroke difference on the last hole. We're at -2 instead of -5, and I think we need -7 to get the 1000 rated. So we really need to step up now. Sit. Yeah, that's good. But -2 through 9, that's really bad. But -5 through 9 would have been decent. So such small margins make such big differences. Hole 10, 80 meters, pretty freaking straight. Tunnel shot the entire way and basket on top of a big boulder. And usually you can have like pretty weird putts on this one because you always land to the side of the boulder. So you're always like putting upwards. But I'm going with the hex just straight on. And the hex is pretty similar to the reactor, just kind of a point and shoot mid-range. But it's slightly more understable, so it holds that line a little bit longer. But we're just gonna try to go dead straight here. That's so bad. What am I doing? That's 3 holes in a row. Really bad tee shots. And that's out in the woods. I'm gonna have to scramble to get my par. That could as well be a bogey. Oh, we need to step up. This is so bad. I don't even know what to do from here. Let's go Envy. Try to finesse it up there. But this position is so bad. Get up there, please. Please, please. Climb, climb, climb. That's a tester. This is not the putt you want for par. Come on. I need to believe in myself. No, that's so bad. That's another bogey. We're gonna be -1 through 10. Not according to plan. -1 through 10. Hole 11, 70 meters, dead straight, downhill. Let's go with the glitch, straight at it. I usually go forehand outside, but it hasn't worked lately, so... Oh my god, I dropped it. I don't know what to do. I'm just bad. Well, this is not what you want to see after your drive. Deflector, flex forehand, middle gap. Come back, hello. Okay, should be a par. Well, what's going on? We need to step up. -1 through 11. We need 6 more birdies in 7 holes. It's doable, let's go. Hole 12 is probably the hardest par 3 to get here on the course. Slight pushing hyzer, up the hill, tight gap. Just a really difficult hole. I'm going with the Catalyst again, this time on a backhand. It looked like it was really flippy, so kind of a hyzer flip up the gap here. And we need to get 6 out of the last 7 holes, so we need to step up here. But it's not impossible, so let's make it happen. Miss it, please. Oh my god, that took so much speed off the disc. Hit the gap perfect, almost fell down the tee pad. Perfect shot, 1 branch, and now it's a tester. That branch was so unfortunate. It was the perfect line, perfect speed, everything. But that branch just took off enough speed to make it a tester. This is probably 12, 13, 14 again. But the Nomad's been working pretty well from this distance, so let's go. Get up, get up, get up. No, it's the perfect line. We needed that, come on. Need to commit. Do that. That's so annoying. So -1 through 12. Now we need to birdie out, get the 1000 rated round. Hole 13, 170 meter par 4, downhill. Get it out the gap here, push left, and then you had to throw an approach over a little OB creek. But you could be pretty aggressive on these tee shots, so I'm gonna go for the relay, which is a understable 6-speed. So I'm gonna push it out on a steep hyzer, flip it up and just glide left the entire way. Try to push it up there so I have an easy approach. Let's birdie out now, come on. Let's step it up. That has to be perfect. Sit. Yikes. I think that's a bit too far left. That's gonna be tough. Felt perfect though. It was way too far left. I basically don't have anything, so I'm just gonna have to go with a spike hyzer above the top. Going with the dimension. It's a putt. It's decent. Can't do it much better. Such a bad position. Became a tombstone just inside the circle. So still a chance for the birdie, but this hole shouldn't be that difficult. Get down. Oh my god, left side. It's in though, and the dream is still alive. Let's birdie out. All right, hole 14, 103 meter par 3, straight ahead, and then really hard finish up left, up into the hillside in the woods. So you need something to go straight and then glide left, or you can skip it up, which is what I'm gonna try to do with the dimension. Just throw it hard, straight, and skip. This is not a gimme. Really difficult get for me. Get through, please, and skip up there. Come on, come on. Give me something. That's really short, but it's something. We need to make that, come on. Let's just lock in. The dimension is way more overstable than I remembered, but we do have a C2 putt here, and we need it to go in. Otherwise we have to get an ace somewhere. Pretty annoying branch just up here though, but we just need this to go in. So let's channel our inner Macbeth and just will it in there. No, I hit the branch, the one that I said was in the way. That was dead center without the branch. That felt so good. That's so annoying. Now we need to ace one of the 3 next holes or eagle hole 18 and birdie everything else. This is looking pretty unlikely. And there are only 3 discs left in the bag that we haven't used. First one is the Motion, which is a really overstable fairway driver, kind of like a fireball. Then we have the Pyro and the Crave that we haven't used. And I think we're gonna have to get rid of them on these next 3 holes, because on hole 18 I need something that goes far to try to get the eagle. So going with the Motion here, just high into the gap, give myself a look for the birdie. Now sit. Sit, 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 sit. I threw it way too hard. I overcommitted. That might have rolled down the hill on the backside. The problem with this hole is you need something glidey. And from the 3 discs I have left, I can't use the Motion on any of the other holes. So I had to use it here. So yeah, that's way too far. We're gonna have to make another putt. This might be outside the circle again. Didn't roll that far though. Am I outside? All right, let's make another jump putt. Let's go. That's clutch. We needed that. And we need 1 eagle and the rest birdies. Let's keep it going. Come on. All right, hole 16, 104 meters, straight downhill, tunnel shot, just dead straight. And like I said in the last video, this is so satisfying when you get it. But I only have the Crave and the Pyro left, and I don't think I can get the Pyro to go this straight this far. But this is usually a putter or mid-range throw, but I'm gonna have to go with the Crave here. So let's try to get the ace here to get back on track. Too flippy, but it should be a putt. Sit right there. Sit, 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 sit. Okay, should be inside the circle. Let's get the birdie and get the ace on the next hole with the Pyro. It's a great shot, but it's not an ace, unfortunately. Well, let's get it on the next hole. All right, last disc in the arsenal, saving best for last. It's the Pyro. Probably my favorite mid-range. Hole 17, par 3, 80 meters straight ahead. OB in front, right, and past the basket. But that doesn't matter. We have to make it. So slight flex line with the Pyro. Let's be clutch. Come on. I was so afraid of hitting my hand right here. I laid it up short of the OB. I don't know why I'm always scared of that tree. That's so stupid. We can still eagle hole 18. Really unfortunate chain of events here. Apparently I slid OB, so now I can't get the 1000 rated round. And we have to make this to get a par. And I can't jump putt, because then I end up in the water. Let's do a little stepper. Oh my god. Let's pretend that didn't happen. The disc slipped out of my hand because I fell. And now it smells delicious. That bogey brings us back to -3, but we're here on hole 18, which is a par 4, 175 meters, pretty much straight ahead. Wide open first shot, but then you have to kind of go through a gap on the second shot. So the placement on the first shot is actually what's important. You really need it to land in the middle. So I'm going catalyst, straight, turn, come back, land in the middle. And let's try to throw it in. Doesn't matter anymore, but it's just nice to get an eagle. Let's try. It didn't come back. That might be difficult. Let's see what we have. This is way too far right. I have no idea what to do from here. There's basically nothing. Maybe I can go for a tomahawk out here, but then I have to throw it to C2 right of the basket. Skipping forehand would work, but it's too wide. Basically the only thing I can get to the basket here is a roller, but I don't have a good roller disc. Let's try a thumber. I'm horrible at thumbers, but should be the same principle as a tomahawk, but flying the other way. So if I throw it up here, should go left and then pan out and go down. Let's try it out. I have nothing to lose now. Oh, it goes the other way, okay. That's super OB. Good finish to a good round. Okay, so we went OB somewhere around here, and I'm still way out of position, but let's finish in style and go with a glitch forehand. Flip more. That's way too far. Sit. Good line though. Sorry about the bad lighting, it's getting late. But I'm just outside the circle here. Let's finish with a C2 putt for a bogey to end this horrible round. That just sums up the round, so sad. But when it gets this dark, my depth perception is just out of the window. I don't know what I'm doing. But this means we finish with a double bogey. And I think we end up at -1, which is 6 strokes worse than what we were aiming for. And I played a lot worse with the MVP discs compared to the Prodigy discs, which I played here on the same course. But that says nothing about the discs. I was just playing really bad today. And I'm sorry about that. It became a bit too dark to do the outro at the course, so I'll do one here. Like I said, I didn't do the MVP discs justice, but I can assure you the MVP lineup is amazing. There are some just great discs out there. Like I said, the Pyro is probably my favorite mid-range at the moment, and then the Resistor is probably one of my favorite fairway drivers. So there are some great discs out there. The Glitch is so much fun. Nomad, you saw the Ace, point and shoot, Reactor as well, point and shoot mid-range. so good. But that's been it for this time. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. Don't forget the bell as always, and I'll see you guys.